back to the channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to achieve and get this look. I created this makeup look with Burberry using their Essentials collection. What I love most about this Essentials collection is that it is pretty much all the basics and the fundamentals that you need for your makeup case. So today I'm going to be focusing on priming, highlighting, and contouring, which is 3 really important steps. And it's all about keeping it super natural, effortless, almost like you don't have any makeup on. Although we all know that it took quite some time to create this look. Hopefully you guys will learn a thing or two, and let's get started. So this is a step that I realized that a lot of women, including my friends, because when I talk to them, a lot of them seem to not be using a base. But base is really kind of the foundation of how your skin is gonna appear on top of your makeup, whether you use foundation, concealer, powder, whatever it is. So this base is called Fresh Glow, and it's part of the Essentials collection from Burberry. And it has this really nice sheen to it. So I use this almost like a moisturizer. So I'm just gonna add a few pumps. I'm gonna warm it up with my hands. And if you didn't tell me, as my eyes are closed, if this was a base or a moisturizer, I would actually think it's a moisturizer because it's so moisturizing and it feels really nice. I like to take some extra product and really focus on the areas where I want it to be highlighted or have a extra pop. So that would be my cheekbones and then my nose bridge, my Cupid's bow on the crease of my eyes to add some shimmer. All right, so the next step is contouring. I am gonna start with contour and then add the foundation on after that, just because it creates more of a very light contouring effect versus something that's more obvious. So what I love most about this contour stick is that it's a lot thinner than the usual. I'm able to really get into like the creases, especially in between my nose. So the reason why I like to draw on my contour like this, which is drawing vertical lines and then a line right through it, like a tally almost, is because instead of like concentrating all the contour in one area, it almost looks more like a natural shadow on the face when you're able to have it a bit thicker up here and then lighter down here. I always find that blending with my fingers blends the best and gives me the most natural look. And with this pen, I'm gonna go right onto the bridge of my nose. Also gonna add it right over here. If you add a bit of contour on the bottom of the ball of your nose, it gives it like a little lift, a little perk. Then I'm gonna do some face contouring. Now, a lot of people contour differently depending on what your purpose of contouring is. For me, I like to make my face look a bit more petite and a little smaller, but still strong and angled. So I am pretty much following the line on my jaw, but drawing right above it. That is where your face stops. So your face will look like it stops right over here, making your face look a little bit more, I don't know, petite, compact. And then also what I like to do is I like to bring it down a bit onto my neck. You don't want too much of a big difference of your neck color and your contour color. And then I'm also going to go onto my forehead. I have slightly a receding hairline, so adding the contour above my hairline, right before it, it gives me a bit more depth in that area. All right, contour is done. All right, now that we're done with our contour, we're gonna move on to highlighting. And yes, we're gonna do highlighting before the face makeup as well. This is also in a pen form. It is called Fresh Glow. But I'm gonna add the highlights in where I want my face to have that extra glow. So that would be right over here, right above where I contoured. This could also be used as a base for your eyeshadow. And that is it. All right, now we're moving on to the foundation. This is the Burberry Cashmere foundation, and I am obsessed with it. It's a soft matte color, so it's not necessarily full matte, but it's also not a super glowy product. It's right in between, which is perfect for my skin tone because I find that there are foundations that give you that extra glow, but I'm like, I don't need that extra glow because I already have all this highlight done and my skincare is already glowing enough. So it ends up making me look too oily. And then there's also matte where I'm like, I wish there was a bit more room for some extra glow. So this is like the perfect in between. All right, so I'm gonna add it to the palm of my hand, and it's medium coverage, so you don't need that much. I'm gonna concentrate it right in the center of my face. I feel like most people, including myself, has most of my blemishes and pores right in the middle. So I don't want to overpower my skin with too much foundation on the outside. So I'm just gonna really focus on the center, the middle part of my face and just blend it outwards. All right, foundation is all done.
Sheer concealer.
All right, so the next step is concealer after your foundation. You really don't need that much concealer just because I think the foundation in itself gives enough coverage, but just really go into the dark areas of your face. All right, so I'm gonna grab my Secret Concealer. Ooh, a lot is coming out. It's really creamy, so you don't need that much, and it's so moisturizing. Again, it feels like moisturizer. And I like to go a shade lighter just because the area, you really want to lighten it up, and that's the whole purpose. I am using the Soft Beige number 2, but it also makes your skin feel really smooth because it feels like a moisturizer. Going to the side. It almost feels like velvet because it's so soft. I don't think I've ever used a concealer this soft before. I think that is it for my face makeup. Alright, so I am going to set my makeup with this nude powder. It is the Sheer Luminous Press Powder. It's really light in color, but it's not too light. And I don't want to matte down my entire face because there are places where I want some shine and subtle glow to come through. What I like to do is add just one really light layer all around the face. And then I will go back in for the second layer and go into the areas that I know I always get oily. My T-zone, my cheeks, and my chin. And I'll leave the rest of my skin a bit more lighter with the powder just so that extra glow will come out throughout the day. Alright, so the next step is blush. For the fall, I just really like to focus on skin and very natural skin. So I have this blush, which actually looks more of like a bronzer. I'm gonna do it very, very lightly. And it's almost, in a sense, like a contour and just adding a slight bit of color to it. It's more about light and darkness, really, for fall makeup versus too much color. Alright, so next up is highlighter. I know that I already covered highlighter in the beginning. It was more of a cream-based highlighter, but to really set it in and for it to pop, especially on camera. And so if you want that extra pop of glow, whether it be in the evening time, you're going out, or maybe you want to take some photos and you want that extra pop, I highly suggest a highlighter in powder form. This one is the Fresh Glow highlighter. I actually like the brushes that comes with it because it's like perfectly angled for whether it be a contour or a highlighter. I like to connect it sometimes. Alright, now going back to this contour pen, I'm going to use it as my shadow. The great thing about this pen is that you could really do a lot of things with it because it's cream based, so it really just melts into your skin. I just want to add a bit of shadow just to give it that depth. It looks dark, but because it's cream based, it really blends out. So you could go in a little bit darker with it because once you blend it out with your fingers, it's going to look super natural. I'm going to go in with this eye contour. So this stick is specifically made for contouring your eyes, but it's more of a highlighter because it has more of like a pearlescent finish. So what I do is, instead of doing it on my lids, I'm gonna go right above where kind of the color stops and just add it there. See where I'm going with it? And I'm just gonna blend it. That's it. It just gives you that extra pearlescent glow to your eyes. All right, next up is mascara. So I'm actually using the Chestnut brown color. My eyes, I've realized that they're naturally more brown, especially when I'm in light, than black. So I've been testing out using more of a brown color, and I feel like it brings out the brownness of my eyes even more. So I've been loving this Chestnut brown color. And this is a volumizing mascara, so it really gives you that extra volume. I don't find a need to curl my lashes after I do it because it gives it kind of that curl. So I've been obsessing over this brow pencil. It is called it's in Ash Brown number 3. It's the Effortless Eyebrow Definer. In Korea, they have these eyebrow pencils. They're actually art pencils that you buy from the art store, and they like shave it down so they're flat, so they could draw on their eyebrows because it just goes on a lot more naturally. And then I find this guy, and it has that exact same shape. It has more of a flat shape, like this with the tip, because then that will go on a bit stronger and darker. But if you just want to shade it in, you could just go from the side like the art pencil. So I'm super excited about this brow pencil because it's kind of my replacement since like a year ago, since I couldn't find the other one from Korea. And then towards the tail end, I'll use the actual tip because I need it to be a little darker since I have less hairs there. And then with the other side, there's a spoolie, the brush. I like to brush up the front hair so it looks more natural. Alright, now onto lips. This has been my newest obsession. It's Burberry's First Kiss. And what's so cool about it is that it's not only just a lip gloss, but it's also a lip balm. And it has tinted color in it. This one is number 1 in Soft Peach. So nice and soft. I could just keep doing this. It's so satisfying. I'll have the glossiest lips ever. I pack this whenever I travel, but it has like everything that you need just in one bottle. Color, gloss, and hydration. And I'm obsessed with this lip color. It's like my lip color, but better. All right, last but not least, this is the last step of the entire makeup routine. This is a lip contour stick. So it primes, it hydrates, and it gives you a bit of color. But this is to really just give it that extra color and contour it, I'm able to shape my lips a bit more with this. So what I like to do with this is I like to line the lips just a bit, and then also I'm gonna add a punch right in the middle. You barely can see it, it just gives it a bit more color, and it just really just pigments the middle of your lips, so it gives you a bit more of a pout. And with a finger, I'm just gonna blend it all together. Alright guys, and that is it. This is my final look, my no makeup, but lots of makeup look. Alright, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and like this look. Also, I would love to know what you guys are into for this fall and what you guys are doing differently for this season. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm growing out my hair. It's finally at the place where I'm like, should I keep growing it out or should I cut it? So let me know what you guys think about my hair. If you guys think that I should cut it, just like fashion, you have to have the essentials first before you explore anything else. And this collection really has that. If you guys are curious about the products and the colors and the shades that I use, I will be linking all the information down below in the information box. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys liked it. Also subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.